If you've ever day traded before, if you've ever really seen a day trading chart like you see behind me, you know what a candlestick is. This is a candlestick. But what if I told you there was a better type of candlestick to use that not only showed you the price action, but also showed you the overall trend and made it easier to follow the trend when you are in a trade? We're going to talk about this different type of candlestick and how you can use it to stay in your trades longer and make more profit. Talking about it here in this video, so make sure you guys stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Patrick here. Today, talk about this new type of candlestick. You call it a candlestick. We're going to talk about this new type of candlestick. It's not a new candlestick, but it's something new that I'm doing, and you might have seen it in my recent videos. We're going to talk about what this is and what's going on and why I'm using this different type of candlestick. The name of this candlestick is called the Heikin Ashi. First off, the Heikin means the average, and the Ashi means pace. The biggest difference between a normal candlestick that you use every day in day trading, like this one, is that a normal candlestick, we'll just call it the normal candlestick, each candle is independent and has no relationship to the previous candle. Now, with the Heikin Ashi candlestick pattern, each candle is calculated and plotted using information from the previous candlestick. So you can see there's an obvious correlation between each individual candlesticks. That's why the overall direction and pattern and trend looks cleaner with the Heikin Ashi compared to the normal candlesticks that we have been so accustomed to using. And I do have to give a shout out to one of my YouTube subscribers who commented on one of my videos and said, "Hey Patrick, maybe you should try Heikin Ashi because this could make it easier for you to stay in a trade longer." And really, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's all about maximizing profit potential. Now, one big difference as well, obviously, is that the Heikin Ashi candles are going to be slower because they are following the price action and not plotting the price action exactly like it's moving. So if the price of a stock is $310 and the candle is showing $310, the Heikin Ashi candle might show a little bit different when you're looking at the actual candle structures themselves. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Really, what I've learned here that a Heikin Ashi is really more so a overall kind of moving average type of candle that's following the price action and giving you a better overall perception of which way the trend is heading. So let's look at the chart here, and you can see a very clear difference between these two types of candles just by looking here at the chart. As you can see, very clear trend, very easy to read. It's almost too simple. Obviously, in hindsight, it always is going to be, that simple and easy to see. But let's just take a different look if we look at a normal candlestick on the 5-minute chart here. Now, this is the 5-minute chart here, looking at a normal, typical candlestick that you're used to seeing. And as you can see, yesterday probably wasn't a great example because the market really just trended all day and made a beautiful move higher. But you can see how you get these red, these green, these red, these green, these red, these green, a lot more kind of noise inside of this overall trend. Each candle is a totally new information piece. Each candle is not looking at the previous candle with the typical, the everyday type of candles that we use that most people are used to using. But when we switch back to the Heikin Ashi, you can see a difference here. Switching back to the Heikin Ashi candle, you can see how there are far less red candles inside of this. So this was a red candle, 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 this is a red candle. There's a lot more red candles when we were looking at the typical, breakdown of this trend with the normal candlesticks that most people are accustomed to using. Where with the Heikin Ashi candlesticks, you can see how we had only a little bit of red on these little pullbacks, but overall, it was nothing but green, green, green for quite some time. So why does that matter? Why is that a good thing? Why is that a bad thing? Now, first off, if I'm trading this works for all types of different symbols and equities, futures, small caps, whatever you want to trade. If I'm looking at this and my overall trend, let's say I'm jumping in here, and let's just say I jump in there at the 12:30 at this pullback there. For some reason, I wanted to jump in here. Now, if I'm in this trade, it's pretty much just following this trend, and all I'm seeing is green, 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 green. It's very clear, very easy to read. Now, if I switch back to the normal candlestick on the 5-minute chart, again, look at this. So it looks much more, again, this is probably not the best example because the market just was like a beautiful trend all day on Friday. But in general, you can see how there's a lot more kind of indecision along this, looking at these different candles. You can see all these little red candles throughout this pattern. And those candles, not that they're bad to see those candles, but those candles could have gotten you out of this trade much sooner because you were looking at it like, well, hey, this thing, maybe it's going to pull back here. Maybe it's going to pull back here. Maybe it's going to pull back here. But when I go back to the Heikin Ashi candlesticks, look how much different those pullbacks look, where before they looked like it was really going to kind of start selling off, or maybe it was a top there at that point. But these pullbacks look much more manageable because they're just cleaner and simpler. So the overall price action is much simpler and cleaner to see there. So you can see how the Heikin Ashi candlesticks, the patterns, the trends are much cleaner, easier to read. It's going to remove a lot of the noise that we can sometimes get with the smaller time frames with the candles, these fake outs that we get. So with the Heikin Ashi, the big focus for me is if I get into a trade, I identify on the 15-minute, I identify on all the larger time frames what is going on. If I enter that trade, I'm able to hold that trade longer because I'm removing a lot of that noise that I would normally get on like a 5-minute chart or a 1-minute, 3-minute chart. I'm removing a lot of those kind of whiplashes with the candlesticks, and I'm sticking to the overall price action in the trend, because if the trend is pointing up and it's green, green, green for multiple candles in a row, I'm going to feel confident in holding that trend longer because I am seeing nothing but green, 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 maybe a little bit of consolidation, but I'm removing a lot of that noise that we get on these smaller time frames. Let's talk about some of the differences in reading these candles. All right, so first off, you're going to notice that there's not a lot of wicks on the bottom of green candles. There's not a lot of wicks. Well, what that basically is saying is that there's strong price action. The price is moving higher, moving higher, moving higher, moving higher, and you don't see those wicks on the bottom of those candles. Now, you will see a little bit of wicks, every once in a while on these doji candles, but the doji candles are going to be much more important as trend changes or reversals and things like that. So when you look at this and you see these dojis, it's not always going to mean that there's a trend change. It could also just mean you get some consolidation at a key area, which ended up kind of being right there, that consolidation, as you can see there. So you get these wicks when there's some consolidation or there's a trend change. After getting this move higher, we consolidate there. We move higher again. We get a little bit of a pullback there on that and kind of still consolidating in that point. The takeaway here is that you shouldn't be scared of seeing wicks on the tops of these candles as the trend is moving higher. That's normal with this type of price action. If the price action is strong, you won't see wicks on the bottom of these big green candles, of these candles pushing higher. Now, obviously, there's always going to be exceptions to the rules, but in general, when you have a nice, strong trend like this, you're going to see the wicks on the tops of these green candles, where on a downward trend, let me find a down, where let's say you have a downward trend like this, guess what? All those wicks are on the bottom of these candles. Again, that's meaning a lot of selling, overall pressure moving down. We're not getting those wicks on the tops of those candles selling off. We're getting the wicks on the bottom of those candles, meaning that the price action is continuously pushing down, pushing down, pushing down, pushing down on that move lower. And you can see here as we get this green, 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 green pushing higher, what do we get? We get the doji. We start to get that first red candle to come in there, and guess what? Trend changes and moves down. That's one of the great things about trading this strategy, trading these candles, is you're not going to have, green, red, green, red, green, red. You're not going to have a lot of noise. It's when the trend is strong, when the price action is strong and the price is moving in a direction, it's going to be consistent green for quite some time. When the trend changes, you're going to get that color change. So going from green, you're getting minus minus. The price action is going down. So the price is going up. You're getting green here. When you're getting all these red candles, the price action is going down. It's not rocket science. You should probably already understand that. But I want you guys to know the difference here, being that, normally when we're trading the normal candles, when we see wicks on the bottom of the candles, we think that that's buyers stepping in trying to push the price back up. But with the Heikin Ashi candles, it's going to be in reverse, seeing that we're having wicks on the tops of green candles, meaning the price is moving higher, and then seeing that we're having wicks on the bottom of the red candles, moving the price down. So when the price is moving up, we're not having those wicks on the bottom. When the price is moving down, we're not having the wicks on the tops of these candles. When you start to see wicks and when you start to see price action changing, that's when you should expect some type of overall change in the direction. Like this one here this morning, Friday morning, it sells off. Well, guess what? Guess what? Boom! Look at that. Doji candle. Price action battling, bears, bulls battling. We get that clear doji candle right there. The price action reverses, and the trend changes. Again, we get our first red candle, a little sell-off there, and you can see how clear it is. Obviously, the price is going to be a little bit lagging. It's not like you can just wait to see the first red candle and just jump in for a short or vice versa. You can't, it's going to be a little slower price action than you're used to if you're trading, these normal candles. But in general, when I see these dojis form and then I see more red, okay, I can have more confidence in shorting knowing that this price action is going down. Does that mean it's going to go down forever? Obviously not. There's always, there's overall pullbacks and things like that. But this really goes in line with your overall strategy on that trade for the day. So this is probably a good example, here at the end of the day on SPY, on the end of the day on Friday, we got this overall push up. We got a little consolidation, a little pullback there. We got that doji candle there. It's red, doji candle, and guess what? Woo! All the way to the moon, boys. If we're looking for the price to go up, we want to see candles with wicks on the top. Boom, wicks on the top. If the price is going down, we want to see red candles with wicks on the bottom. Boom, wicks on the bottom there. So very simple. And again, we're looking for dojis. Dojis meaning that we're getting price reversal. When we get these really small bodies, that's a sign that there's a battle going on there. We might be consolidating. The same thing here. Even on these green candles, when you get these little small bodies, that's meaning one of two things. We're going to get a consolidation, kind of the bears, the bulls battling there, or we could get a possible reversal at that point. When we get these big green bodies, we want to see those big bodies on the candles. That's meaning that we're getting solid price action. The buyers are pushing, and we're pushing to a certain point. Again, it's always kind of looking at these candle structure and seeing when we get these breakouts, when we get this breakout over those resistance, we get green, the volume's coming up with it as well. So those are all things we're looking for. But really the focus here is that we're looking for price action changing and the idea of when these changes are happening and having confirmation. It's not about predicting when the price is going to change. It's about being able to identify, okay, clearly the trend is changing from that point here. We go bing, bang, bang. We got red. We got a little doji. We got more red. We got more red. We got another doji there. There's so many circles. Sometimes I get it over carried away. So we got doji. We got red, small body, really small body. And that first red body there on that candle. So I'm like, okay, I can short here. I can risk kind of off that level there. Pretty clear idea. I risk there. Probably like off the high there at the 36s. So pretty much I'll risk off the 36s there. I can get short here at the 34s, and I can look for a move down here to the 25s or lower. It got all the way down there to the 119s. So that's how I'm trading. This is what I'm looking for if I'm seeing this type of price action. Same idea here. We got that push up. We can see that 30 area being a little bit of resistance. It pulls back. We get that doji forming there. We get that first green candle. I can jump in here at the 27s, and I can risk off the 24s. So again, I can jump in here, risk off the bottom that, and I can ride this wave until we get that next kind of color change and that next indecision. But still, I mean, that's from the 25s up there to 36s, so 10 handles all day. That's what we're talking about right here, making that profit, and that's how it goes. All right, so like I said, this is all about one thing, and that's being able to hold my trades longer. I'm not going to be using the Heikin Ashi chart for my my overall game plan. I'll still be using the 15-minute, the 30-minute charts, the daily charts with normal candlesticks on them to be able to read those types of price actions. But when it comes down to entering a trade and then holding that trade for a longer period, when I feel more confident because I'm seeing what's going on with the Heikin Ashi chart, when I'm seeing the overall trend and it's all very clear and very clean, then it's going to be much easier for me to take full potential of my trades and maximize my profits. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's about trying to find an edge. First off, I'm already identifying my entries. I feel good about my overall risk tolerance, things like that. But now I'm working to maximize my profit potential, because a lot of times I feel like I end up getting out of a trade early because there's a lot of noise when I'm clearly just looking at a 3-minute chart with the normal candlesticks. So that's one of the reasons that I'm going to be switching over to the HeikinAshi candlesticks, so that way I can get a better understanding of what the actual trend is doing and seeing it in a clearer and cleaner information source. That's what it, I think, comes down to here. Heikin Ashi is a cleaner information source for me to identify the trend and hold my trades for longer when I'm in a trade. So if I enter a trade and I say, hey, I'm entering here at the 40s, I'm looking to sell at the 50s, that's my target, that's what I want to get, but I'm looking at the overall smaller time frame just to see what that price action is doing inside of that kind of support and resistance area, to be able to be like, hey, maybe I'll take a little bit of profit. Hey, it's strong, maybe I'll hold longer. And that's what it comes down to here, is maximizing profit potential. The biggest issue, the biggest hurdle for trading in general is not just finding the trades. You know, it's one thing to go out and find 100 trades every day and make money. It's another thing to maybe find a handful, a smaller amount of trades that are A-quality setups that once you enter that trade, you have confidence and you're able to hold the trend, you're able to hold the trade longer while that trend is in place, and you're not scared or you're not emotionally kind of talked out of that trade by looking at these charts. When you start looking at so many different charts, you look at the smaller time frames, you're looking at all the candles, you're like, oh man, there's a lot of stuff going on here, and you end up getting out early even though your trade is still valid from the moment that you entered. And that's one of my big focuses right now, and that's why I will be using HeikinAshi candlesticks from here on out on the smaller time frames to be able to ride these trends longer and identify the trend when I'm in it. If I'm in it, if the trend is in my favor and it's pushing and it's going, I'm gonna let it ride, baby. So there it is, the HeikinAshi candlesticks. What do you guys think? Will you be using these new candlesticks in your future trades? I'm interested to find out. Don't go and just change everything right away. You know, try it out, test it out, do some paper trade. Try it out, test it out, be safe. Always think about that before you change anything with your trading strategy. But like always, do me one big favor, hit that like button and subscribe button down below, and I will talk to you guys later on.